Happy Uniform Day to everybody. It's Spirit Day. Happy uniform. This is Rebel.
Hi, Rebel.
He wants to get out of that
Hi.
shirt. Bye, y'all.
Hi.
Hey kindergarten, ready for your art lesson with your friendly neighborhood art teacher? Your expedition this semester has been, you've got the whole world in our hands. Your guiding questions: how can we help each other grow? What are living things? What do living things need to sustain life? And how can I take care of living things? Your learning targets today: I can identify a paper birch tree. I can draw a paper birch tree with a detail of a leaf and the unique trunk. And I can color all of my artwork. Before we begin, you'll need paper, lined paper or printing paper is fine, pencil and eraser, and coloring supplies. Crayons, color pencils or markers, whatever you got. And remember, we're going to be drawing big. Now, a paper birch tree is a very unique tree. It's called paper because if you look at that picture in the middle, it looks like the trunk has paper coming off of it. The tree has very thin bark, which peels and looks kind of like paper. So we're going to make our tree a little unique in the way that it looks by adding the little black lines and dashes you see on the right side picture. Now there's a detail of the leaves on the left, and we're going to be doing our tree in yellow and orange, but you can see from the picture that they tend to go from green leaves all the way up to yellow and a little orangish. So this is the kind of picture that we're going to be working on. We're going to do the paper birch tree trunk because it splits into a couple of different tree trunks. We're going to add the dark lines to make it look more like the regular birch tree trunk, and then we'll add the tops and we'll do a leaf. Alright, like usual, we're going to start off with drawing the ground. We're going to start this time with a different kind of trunk. We're going to make it look like a big letter V, because this is going to be the two different types of the tree trunks that split off from each other. So we'll make, down here at the bottom, we're going to start, I'm going to come up, make that, there's the inside line, and then we're going to have down at this part, come up, and we're going to erase some of these lines, not all of them, because we do actually still see that little part in the back. And let's add these details up here at the top. So this is easy. For this part, we're just going to make another letter V. And now we've got two tree trunks coming off that side. And then, like we've done with the other ones in the past, we'll make the letter U. And we'll have a tree branch coming up. Now, it's overlapping two spots, so I need to erase those lines on the inside. And I could add a little bit more detail right there. Now, easy, we're going to add the top. We're going to just do bumpy lines for the treetop. You can take away some little spots, like we'll see the sky through that one, and the sky through there. I'm going to erase that part so we wouldn't see it. So, we've drawn our birch tree. Let's work on the leaf. The birch leaf. Start off with a big letter U. Then at the top, you're going to make like a big V, and it's going to look like it's a big teardrop or raindrop. Then on the inside, we'll make one line and some little lines coming off because that's how the plant gets its food. And then down here at the bottom, we'll do a little easy stem. So drawing the birch tree isn't too difficult. I'm going to go over some of these parts and make it a little bit darker so we can see. It's the coloring of the birch tree that makes it a little bit more unique. There, that's a little bit darker. You should be able to see it. So what I'm going to do before I start to color the tree itself, I'm going to find the colors I need. Where's my yellow? There's my yellow. Oops, come back. And then I'm going to get, so I've got a couple of, I'm going to put that orange up because I'm going to stick with this yellow orange. And I'm going to find my brown. And then because I do need to work on the sky, I'll bring out my blue. Nope, that's indigo. And that's blue-green. And there we go, blue. So, when we're working on this tree, I'm going to start with my black, and I'm going to make a little line that goes across, not all the way across the tree trunk, but just a little bit. It's kind of like we're making a dashed line. And I'm going to make them in different spots. Sometimes I make it connect to the one side of the tree trunk. Sometimes I start them in the middle. Sometimes I start them on the left side. This makes the tree look more like a birch tree. So I'm going to go up and down. I'm going to add some little lines. And we'll look back at the artwork at the picture of a tree in a moment, and you'll see the similarities. So that's pretty easy. I've already done one side. Then I'll work on this one. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to go along the outline. I am not going to color in the birch tree because the birch tree itself, the trunk, is usually very light, a white color. So we can actually leave that blank on the inside. And I don't know if you can hear Rebel trying to get himself comfortable back here. He's being loud. So, then I can work on the tree top. I'm going to go around with the orange first. And don't forget your leaf. And then I'm going to color over with the yellow. And I'll keep going until I've got the whole tree top covered. And then don't forget that you're going to work on the ground and the sky until you get the whole thing covered up. So, remember, this is the tree. It's got that those little black spots where the paper birch tree trunk is starting to peel, which is why we do those little black dashed lines. So, your task today is to follow my steps and draw a tree. Make sure you draw big and fill up the whole page. Coloring carefully. You can leave white spots for the tree itself on the tree trunk, but make sure you're not leaving white spots in the rest of it. If you get done, you can draw the tree. You can draw the paper birch in another season. We're going to work on the orangish yellow tree leaves, but you can do it in the summer so it is green. All right, kindergarten. I'll see you later. Let's see, did Revel get ready? Oh, yes. He found a place to sleep.